Hi and welcome back. We're going to, in this part of the course, look at some of the etiological factors, the causal factors, some of those things that we know play a part in the development of personality disorder. Before we do that, did you do the research and write down the distinguishing symptomatology or the symptoms of each of those 10 types of personality disorder? Did you do that? Was it difficult? Hopefully you found the evidence and the information that you needed for that. I'd recommend writing each of those personality disorders, the diagnoses, on an index card, and on the reverse side of the index card write down a brief sentence or two about the main symptoms of that type of personality disorder, and then you have all 10 of them on 10 index cards, and then you can revise and test your colleagues and test yourself on those distinguishing characteristics so that it becomes second nature to you, so that you will know, as soon as you hear that term in future, you will know what the main symptoms are of that specific type of personality disorder. Okay, looking at some of the known causes of personality disorder then, according to research, there is a genetic predisposition for the development of personality disorder. So if we have, for example, one or both parents who have mental health issues or indeed a personality disorder, we are much more likely to develop a personality disorder ourselves. Now it's not as sure as night follows day. Okay, if we do have a parent who has been diagnosed with mental health issues or a personality disorder, it doesn't automatically mean that we will develop a personality disorder ourselves, but the risk is known to be higher. Okay. We know also that attachment experience is very important in the early days, certainly, of a child's life. So ideally, in our infant years and ideally throughout the whole of our childhood, we will have experienced good, solid, secure, supportive, loving attachments with mother, father, parents, guardians, or other people who help to take care of us. That's very important. And we know that if that's not the case, it can put the person at a high risk of developing mental health issues in general and or personality disorder specifically. We know also that traumatic events during our lives, specifically or especially during childhood, can have a dramatic effect on our psychological health and well-being. So we know that people with a diagnosis of personality disorder in adulthood, sometimes, very often, they have experienced some kind of a trauma during their childhood, and it could be repeated trauma over time. Okay. Family dynamics and how the family, our family of origin, interacts is very important in our psychological health and well-being. And we know that if there's a dysfunction there in those family dynamics and those very important relationships in our family of origin, that places us also at higher risk of developing mental health issues in general in adult life, but specifically personality disorder. We know also that social, cultural and political forces are very important in our psychological development of health and well-being. For example, if we grow up in a situation where there's a civil war, political unrest, persecution of minorities, for example, that can have a dramatic impact on us as children, and it can impact our personality development over time and puts us at high risk of personality disorder. Okay. Brief snapshot of some of the known causes of personality disorder, and speak to you shortly. Thank you.